Yo, what up? It's your boy Trapp, and welcome back to I'm Not a Politician, but I'm going to vote, so I wanted to have a better understanding of what I'm voting for, you know what I'm saying? So I'm watching the videos, catching up on everything, so that I can know who to vote for and what reasons I'm voting for. If I have a misunderstanding of the video after or during, give me y'all opinions or tell me what they're saying in a better light. I don't know. Instead of talking shit, because if you start talking shit, I'm gonna start talking shit back. I don't care. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure y'all do that. Educate me. Everybody down in the comments. Don't be being racist and shit, bro. Goddamn, can we just watch the video? Okay, so let's just watch the video and yeah. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe, hit the bell. I'm about to start. So this video we got right here is Joyce Vance. I don't know who he is. I'm sure I learned during this process. This is a legal decision, not a political one. So I assume Trump banned from Colorado, the Colorado ballot, right? Ooh, that's just crazy. He ain't gonna be able to get on that ballot. That's gonna hurt. So state Supreme Court finds he violated U.S. Constitution. So Joyce Vance, this is a legal decision, not a political one. Now, if he did something wrong legally, you know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody should be above the law. But I guess we'll see what they're saying. You know, it's that dude right here on the very end. He got that hair that got like Carl Winslow, and normally them dudes be knowing a lot. So let's watch.
Ask you, where do you stand on this? Because what Walter
and they
is
asking
pointing
him
out is something that's rumbled through my mind and the mind of others. First of all, who are the voters who would be deprived? The Trump voters. It's not one size fits all. There are a lot of different kinds of people out there who are attracted to Trump for various reasons. We know who he is. He's a bad guy. Where do you stand on this?
Called him a bad guy.
I have to disagree with my good friend and former neighbor, Walter Isaacson. But Section 3 of the 14th Amendment is an eligibility requirement. Just like you have to be 35. Just like you have to be...
David, come here real quick. Is this dude white or light skinned?
It's close.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah,
and he got features of both.
The hair, kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, but it could be, he could be old, he light skinned, so he could probably be mixed with Indian or, whatever the fuck. Like, he got both features. Oh, man.
Maybe it's just an olive skin versus, Italian. Neither.
It was either great for you or horrible for you growing up.
I would be loved by both.
Yeah.
Agree with my good friend and former neighbor, Walter Isaacson.
All right, serious.
But Section 3 of the 14th Amendment is an eligibility requirement. Just like you have to be 35. Just like you have been born in the United States. So, assuming the Supreme Court takes this case, and I think they have to take this case, you have conflicting decisions of the state's highest courts across the country on a matter of the interpretation of the U.S. Constitution.
So he's saying that, I don't know, bro. I feel like it's been too many years. It's a clear understanding of what what that rule is. And it's a clear understanding. Don't tell me it's becoming not a clear understanding because Trump is involved. I would hate to think that. You know what I'm saying? I would hate to think that.
On a matter of the interpretation of the U.S. Constitution.
That's kind of crazy.
It's an eligibility requirement. You could argue that all eligibility requirements are anti-democratic. Because of the eligibility requirement in the Constitution, I cannot vote for Arnold Schwarzenegger for president. When Henry Kissinger and Madeleine Albright were alive, I could not have voted for them either because they were not born in the United States. So in that sense, there is a limiting effect to eligibility requirements, and this is one of them. This is a duly enacted amendment to the U.S. Constitution. It remains on the books. It has not been repealed, and judges are sworn to uphold the U.S. Constitution. And that's what the Supreme Court in Colorado did here. I read the decision. I thought it's a very well-read, thoughtful decision, point by point by point.
So, okay, y'all, let's say that you are someone who is supporting Trump. please in the comments be honest. Is this right? You talking to somebody who, I know that it's a competition, and I know that you wanna, like, I know that everybody's beefing and dissing. I watched the video, the whole 2 minutes they was dissing. But is this right? Did the Colorado court just follow the rules? And he just happened to come out on the bad end of the rules. You know? Is that the case? Is this a case of, man, it wasn't even that bad, or, or whatever the case you may feel. But is it right? Is it right? If this was somebody else, would it be right? Please let me know down in the comments.
And it is a plain reading of the U.S. Constitution, and you can't get around that.
No, I think that the eligibility question is what they to absolutely face. And I agree with you. When you look at the language in Section 3, 14th Amendment, it doesn't give you any room other than to say, if the court's going to take it, that, well, what we saw January 6th was not an insurrection and he was not involved. How do you say that? And if it was an insurrection and you've got all these people indicted and some going to jail for it, and he did incite it, then how is he eligible to be on the ballot? You can't have it both ways. I also think that I raised the racial implications, which the 14th Amendment came out of dealing with an insurrection over slavery. And you deal with the fact that they pinpointed certain states with a major black populace that voted, all the way down to the two ladies that just won a defamation case that Giuliani lost.
Yes.
There was racial implications here. So I think that the court has to take it, and I think they have a real tough decision, because if they go one way, they're going against three of them anyway, who would have to face the fact that this guy put them on there. But if they go another way, then are we redefining what is an insurrection in this country?
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, that's what I wonder here. I mean, if you're setting a precedent that insurrectionists should not be allowed to run for office. And if that's the precedent, great. It seems to me to make a lot of sense. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like they trying to be fair here. I mean, it's a lot of different people talking here,
Else besides in the courts, something like this could be spelled out. It tried, the effort was made during the January 6th committee hearings, Joyce, where we saw the run-up to what happened on January 6th, and it was horrendous. What other states are dealing with this? What are the implications of this ruling, do you think?
Yeah, so it's a great question, Mika, because there are numerous states. Minnesota, I think, is the best parallel because they held a similarly serious proceeding, but the state Supreme Court in Minnesota took the decision away from the trial judge and decided as a matter of law that they would permit Donald Trump to stay on their ballot. So to Secretary Johnson's point about this as a qualification issue, that's precisely what it is, and it's one for every state. And whether we think that that's politically feasible and politically desirable, that's how our system is set up to work.
Yeah, and that's what I want to know. Like, is it doesn't matter if that's how if you feel like it's right. Is it right? You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you feel like it's wrong. Is it wrong? You know what I mean? I mean, I don't remember, just the clearest. But I do remember a time where, they was saying that Donald Trump had incited, those people. Saying, go down and do something. They trying to, because they was trying to impeach him or something like that. So, and I'm sure I'll come back across those videos. But if that's what this was about, I mean, fair is fair. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm sure more videos I'll watch his side of the story as well. I don't know if they're on Joe Biden's side or not, because they haven't mentioned him in this, but I do want to see how this is going to turn out.
And as students of history, I think, recent history, we have to appreciate that Donald Trump pushed the lie, the myth that Barack Obama was not a natural-born American citizen. And he did that because had he been successful, that would have meant that President Obama would not have been qualified to be on state ballots. That was, in essence...
Oh, that's why he was saying that so much. Because he knew he was going to have to run
off the ballot because of a qualification decision. So the irony, I guess, is a little bit rich that we're at this point with Trump, where under a different provision, the 14th Amendment, his ability to qualify for the ballot is being considered. But at bottom, that's what this is. This is a legal decision, not a political decision. And as far as the law goes, for strict constructionists like conservatives on the Supreme Court who read the law, and if the law is unambiguous and clear, believe that they should follow that law, this is a straightforward decision. But as so many folks have pointed out this morning, it cannot be a straightforward decision because it involves Donald Trump, who on so many occasions has gotten the benefit of protections of the law, of safe harbors, of due process.
So basically, the court was like, they don't care who it is. And Donald Trump has received, they're saying Donald Trump has received a lot of special treatment. That's the thing. And people want him to continue to get special treatment, and they're saying no. Okay. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
Him delay. Here, though, when the law is being squarely applied to him, he doesn't like that outcome quite as much.
Yeah, see, that's what I just said.
Former U.S. Attorney Joyce Vance, thank you.
Man, that was a lot. That was a lot. I understand so much more now. I understand what the problem is, but that's what we was talking about before the camera came on. We was talking about if they do allow him and to do it and overturn their decision, what is it going to say for everybody else? Everybody else will start expecting things. What reason would they have to have overturned it? You know what I'm saying? I guess we'll see if it's overturned. To me, either way, I'm still following the journey of politics, but it's it's pretty interesting. So I want to see what's gonna happen with that. And I want y'all to see. Y'all make sure y'all comment down below, educate your boy on whatever you need to. And it's almost 11:30. So subscribe, hit the bell, check out the shorts, check out the rest of the videos on my page, follow the journey too. You know what I mean? So appreciate y'all, and I'm out.